up, my peoples, my friends? How are you guys doing today? I hope you're all doing great. I am great because I get to be here with you. All right, today, guys, we're finishing up our Matt Helm, Dean Martin series with the movie The Wrecking Crew from 1969. Mr. Phil Carlson steps back in to completely destroy this franchise. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so this has Dean Martin and Sharon Tate. If anybody knows anything, Miss Sharon Tate passed away with Charles Manson's family. They came in and unalived her. So I think this may have been one of her final films. This stars Dean Martin again as Matt Helm. This time he is tasked with going to... I don't remember if it's just Netherlands or Sweden, somewhere overseas to find a train full of gold bullion, $1 billion in gold bullion that has been stolen by Count Monte Cristo or something like that. That's his name, Mancini, Alfred, something. He's a count of this country, and he basically, I think, stole the money. He stole the money or the gold from the train, had his people do it. And so Matt Helm is back to do some recon, find out if what happened, what went down, how things are, where the money's at. And of course, he does this by being the ladies' man, seducing women, seducing the count's own countess, duchess, whatever you want to call her. So he's got these people that he's interrogating and talking to, and then Sharon Tate is like his assistant, right? And he and her don't get along. Like, he's always like, will you just drive your car off a bridge? I mean, he's really mean to her, if I'm being honest. And she's always trying to help him, but then she, is a smart aleck at the same time. And it's cool. They had really good chemistry together, and I liked that. That was probably the only thing in the movie I liked, because as far as the action, okay, I understand it's 69, almost 70, but the cowboy punches, just stop with that. Get better filming techniques, guys. Mr. Carlson. It's almost 1970. You can film more intense action scenes. And another thing, Dean Martin, again, up there in years, and it's like, dude, you don't look like the ladies' man in the first three films. Let's start that off. You've got the gray going on. Your skin's sagging. You're looking old, bro. You're looking old. You need to hang up the acting gigs, especially for action flicks, right? And he wasn't even really funny in this. That's another thing that I don't like about Phil Carlson. This dude, like, at least Henry Levin had good, comedy writing. It fit with the film. It accentuated scenes and stuff. But here we go with Phil Carlson, and this guy, he's just a schlub. He can't land the comedy. Dean Martin's timing is off. Dean Martin looks like an old grandpa trying to seduce young girls. It doesn't work for me. I did not like this entry. I thought this was probably the weakest, simply because Dean Martin doesn't look as he did in the first three films. He doesn't act like he did in the first three films. He moves slower. He still throws those big looping punches that look, like, oh, you could probably just duck under that, you know what I mean? So, and then there was a scene of action in this. There was an action scene in this where he's like fighting a guy, and they both move so slowly that I'm like, could y'all, it's going to be next year by the time you guys get done fighting. It was so horrible. I was so disappointed in this film, especially after I liked the Ambushers so much. I thought that the Ambushers was going to be like, okay, there's your starting point now. We've gone through two movies with two different directors, and now we're on our third movie with the same director from the second film. So we're going to get more, comedy. We're going to get better stuff. The same guy's going to come back for this fourth film. But no, we didn't get Henry Levin. We got Phil Carlson. Again, as in the first film. The first film I wasn't a big fan of either. But I powered through just so I could do this series for you guys. And, it was so lazy. That's the only thing I could say, is the film just felt lazy. It felt like Dean Martin really wasn't into it. all the like romantic comedy, you know, innuendo that they would have going on just felt kind of icky and creepy at this point. And again, just I wasn't. Oh goodness, the wind started blowing, getting crazy here. But yeah, I just wasn't a fan of this, guys. I thought that it could have been better. I was really looking forward to it, thinking that, you know, it was going to be another Ambushers that I really liked and thought was just silly and fun, but this was not. They tried to go back to being, I dropped my shoe and I was trying to reach for it, so that's why I got closer. They're trying to go back to being like more solemn and more of a serious espionage thriller, more of a spy movie. But then again, they tried to put the comedy back in there, and Phil Carlson doesn't know what he wants to do. He doesn't know. Do I want to be funny? Do I want to be serious? Can I do both? Probably not. I'm not that good of a director. So that's my thoughts on it, man. The Wrecking Crew ain't worth your time. Don't waste your time looking it up on Tubi. In fact, guys, if you really want to watch these Matt Helm movies, I would suggest just watching Murderers Row and The Ambushers, because those are basically a sequel to one another, right? The Ambushers picks up where Murderers Row left off, and those are tied together chronologically as well. So it's like, just if you really want to watch these movies, you can watch The Silencer since it's the first one and get your baseline, right? And then watch Murderers Row and The Ambushers if you liked that baseline that you got with The Silencers. If you think, okay, I could get into this, check out those two, because it gets better with those two. But when it comes to The Wrecking Crew, guys, don't waste your time. It's not worth it. It's not even... It's trash. Gutter trash. I mean, it's like The Wrecking Crew is like the garbage juice that comes out of your bag after it's been sitting for a couple days. That's what The Wrecking Crew is. The Wrecking Crew gets 1.5 stars out of 5. It's streaming on Tubi if you want to torture yourself. And thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like the review, please like and subscribe by all means, and start some conversations. Let's talk about the film in the comments section. But as always, guys, I'm going to keep making these suckers as long as you keep watching them. God bless y'all. Peace out, and I'll see you soon.